Liberating yourself from people-pleasing. Many individuals find themselves trapped in the cycle of people-pleasing, constantly prioritizing the needs and desires of others at the expense of their own well-being. This pattern can be exhausting, leading to feelings of resentment, burnout, and a loss of personal identity. However, breaking free from people-pleasing is possible by learning to set healthy boundaries. In this article, we will explore practical strategies to overcome people-pleasing tendencies and establish boundaries that promote self-care and personal fulfillment. 1. Recognize the people-pleasing pattern. The first step towards stopping people-pleasing is to acknowledge and understand the pattern. Reflect on situations where you find yourself consistently prioritizing others' needs over your own. Recognize the emotions and thought patterns associated with people-pleasing, such as fear of rejection or a need for external validation. By gaining awareness of these tendencies, you can begin to challenge and change them. 2. Discover your authentic self. People-pleasers often struggle to assert their own desires because they have lost touch with their authentic selves. Take time for self-reflection and explore your values, passions, and goals. Reconnect with your true desires and aspirations, allowing them to guide your decisions and actions. Embracing your authentic self will empower you to set boundaries that align with your needs and priorities. 3. Practice self-care. Prioritizing self-care is crucial when breaking free from people-pleasing. Recognize that taking care of yourself is not selfish, but necessary for your overall well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and fulfillment. Set aside dedicated time for self-care practices such as exercise, hobbies, mindfulness, or simply resting. By nurturing yourself, you will build the resilience needed to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. 4. Communicate assertively. Setting boundaries requires clear and assertive communication. Practice expressing your needs, desires, and limitations in a respectful manner. Use I statements to convey your thoughts and feelings, and be direct and specific about your boundaries. Remember, setting boundaries does not require justification or apology. It is your right to prioritize your well-being. By communicating assertively, you create mutual understanding and respect in your relationships. 5. Learn to say no. One of the most powerful tools in establishing boundaries is the ability to say no. Understand that saying no to something that does not align with your needs or values does not make you a bad person. Start by practicing saying no to small requests or commitments that you genuinely cannot or do not want to fulfill. Gradually build up your confidence to decline larger requests or situations that drain your energy or compromise your well-being. Remember, saying no is an act of self-care and self-respect. Breaking free from the people-pleasing cycle and setting healthy boundaries is a transformative journey towards self-discovery, personal growth, and increased well-being. By recognizing the pattern, embracing your authentic self, practicing self-care, communicating assertively, and learning to say no, you can reclaim your power and establish boundaries that honor your needs and values. Remember, setting boundaries is not about being selfish, but about cultivating healthy relationships and nurturing your own happiness. Embrace this transformative process and embark on a path towards a more fulfilling and balanced life. Once you have made the decision to stop being a people-pleaser and set good boundaries, it is important to implement these changes consistently and effectively. Here are some practical strategies to help you along the way. 1. Start small and gradually increase. Setting boundaries can be challenging, especially if you have been accustomed to constantly saying yes to others. Begin by setting small boundaries and gradually increase their scope over time. This approach allows you to build confidence and adapt to the changes gradually. For example, you might start by saying no to low-priority requests or commitments before tackling more significant ones. 2. Practice self-reflection. Regular self-reflection is essential for maintaining healthy boundaries. Take time to check in with yourself and assess your feelings, needs, and limits. Ask yourself what you truly want or need in various situations. By understanding your own boundaries, you will be better equipped to communicate them to others and make decisions that align with your well-being. 3. Be mindful of your triggers. Identify the situations or individuals that tend to push your boundaries or trigger people-pleasing behaviors. Pay attention to the thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations that arise in these situations. By recognizing your triggers, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally to respond in a way that is assertive and aligned with your boundaries. 4. Seek support. Breaking free from people-pleasing can be challenging, and it is essential to have a support system in place. Surround yourself with individuals who respect and encourage your journey towards setting boundaries. Share your intentions with trusted friends, family, or a therapist who can provide guidance, accountability, and encouragement along the way. Their support will help you stay motivated and navigate challenging situations. 5. Learn from setbacks. It is important to acknowledge that setbacks are a natural part of the process. There may be times when you slip back into old people-pleasing habits or struggle to set boundaries effectively. Instead of berating yourself, view these setbacks as learning opportunities. Reflect on what triggered the setback and what you can do differently next time. Embrace these moments as valuable lessons that will strengthen your boundary-setting skills in the long run. 6. Prioritize self-care. Taking care of your physical, mental, and emotional well-being is vital when setting boundaries. Make self-care practices a non-negotiable part of your routine. Engage in activities that recharge and rejuvenate you. This could include exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. Remember that self-care is not selfish, it is a necessary investment in your overall well-being. 7. Celebrate your progress. As you navigate the journey of setting boundaries, celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledge and appreciate the times when you successfully establish and maintain boundaries. Recognize the positive impact it has on your relationships, self-esteem, and overall happiness. Celebrating your progress will reinforce your commitment to prioritizing your own needs and foster a sense of empowerment. Conclusion. Breaking free from the people-pleasing trap and setting good boundaries requires dedication, self-reflection, and consistent effort. By starting small, practicing self-reflection, being mindful of triggers, seeking support, learning from setbacks, prioritizing self-care, and celebrating progress, you can gradually transform your approach to relationships and regain control over your life. Remember, setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and an essential step towards living authentically and finding fulfillment in your interactions with others.